Today, we're talking about the Reishi Mushroom. My name is Stanley with Real Food Movement. Reishi mushrooms are extremely powerful. I found this actually while I was at work. I'm very excited about it. What it does is it actually stabilizes the whole entire body. The mind, the body, the spirit, all of it. It is an intelligent medicinal. Through its intelligence, it is able to actually stabilize the immune system. What it does is, if your immune system's too high and it's attacking everything that you bring into it, it's attacking your body, it'll bring it down low. It'll stabilize it. So that way, it's at a perfect level. If your immune system just happens to be low, it will boost it up and stabilize it. It purifies the kidneys, the liver, the heart, the lungs. It goes through the whole body, checks you out completely, and just tweaks everything and gets you perfectly in alignment. The Chinese have been using it for thousands of years. It is one of their most profound herbal medicines. It has been studied for literally as long as it's been used. There's been numerous scientific studies. It's able to change your thought patterns as well. It allows you to handle more stress. It's a stress reliever. It promotes happiness. It allows you to feel better and to be able to handle more stressful situations, which is wonderful. You know, it's also been known to be able to increase intelligence, allow you to remember more, to learn easier. It actually gets everything in the brain firing and working. It's a complete stabilizer. So, I found this again while I was at work. We were driving down the road, leaving the job site, and I seen it growing off the side of a stump. And I just had to have it. I went barreling out of the truck. My boss was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Reishi Mushroom, I gotta get it." I went flying out of the truck, went to the stump that I found it and pulled it off. There was more out there, but I left them, you know. This is enough for a long time. I can make a lot of tea out of this. And you don't want to take more than what you need, because this here is going to provide a lot of more spores and everything to go back into its ecosystem. And you want to make sure that there's plenty of mushrooms out there. You don't want to take them all. That way they can continue to thrive, so they just keep coming back more and more each year. And if you do that, nature will continue to provide. So what you want to do, what we are going to do, is we are going to prepare this. And how we're going to do this is we are going to cut this up, and you can either freeze it or dry it. And then we're going to make a tea out of it. So you got to stay tuned to see our recipe on making the tea after we cut it up. So I'll start cutting it. I heard that it was quite difficult, and it is, yes. A serrated edge is probably the best. Oh wow, look at that. That's beautiful. See it in there? It has the texture, like this is kind of hard and fibrous, but up top it feels almost like a hot pretzel. It's kind of soft up there, which is pretty cool. It smells really good. And since it's so good for you, I imagine the flavor's not bad. This is raw. I picked it 2 days ago, so it's really fresh. It's fairly bland. I hear it makes a great tea. It tastes almost like coffee. So we'll check that out and do a review on that here momentarily. But let's continue to cut this up and get it prepared so that way it doesn't rot. If you don't cut it up, then it may rot on you because it holds a lot of moisture. And once it's no longer attached to the tree, you know, it starts to decay. buy Reishi mushroom supplements, extracts, different things, at your health food stores and everything. But if Mother Nature is so rewarding enough to give you one of your own, I would suggest keeping it and regarding it and using it completely and just cherishing that gift, because this is a complete booster. It affects you on every single level, and it will only improve your life. It can't guarantee to cure cancer or anything like that, but it will help with everything. And one thing great, it's a big anti-inflammatory. So if you have arthritis or stiff joints or anything like that, it will reduce inflammation. And it allows your body to move smoother, for you just to be more relaxed, more comfortable being you. It reduces stress, all these things. It's a very, very wonderful medicinal plant. The power of fungus. This is so, I feel very rewarded. I feel very special that it chose me, it allowed me to find it. When it comes to nature shows you, you don't see it till it allows you to see it. It's a little tougher right here. There we go. That's kind of good. I'm glad I just sharpened this knife. From what I hear, you don't need a whole lot to make some tea. And if you are of sober and stable mind, this variety is known to actually have a slight vibrational effect. It gives you the feeling of almost like driving in a car, the vibration of driving in a car, a slight massaging aspect. It really helps detoxify the body. It converts toxic chemicals in the liver to non-toxic chemical structures. It actually changes them so things that are toxic are no longer toxic. It knows what to do. It becomes a part of you. It establishes a relationship. If you have this, if you find this growing on your property, cultivate it. Make sure you help spread the mycelium from, one fallen tree to the next. You can actually, I found this on an ash stump, and you can take logs of the different trees that it will grow on, and you can take the mycelium off of a stump that it's already growing on, and you take that and simply plug it into some logs that you cut of the varieties of trees that you see it growing on. I found this on ash, but I'm sure it grows on other varieties, and it's known to grow on other varieties. You take that, you drill a hole in those logs, and you push some of that mycelium in there, and it'll start growing. And then as time goes on, you'll have more and more of them growing on your property, and you establish a relationship. And there we go. We got it all cut up. We can dry this out, or we can freeze it. So join us in the kitchen, and we'll make some tea. And I'll give you a full review on how it tastes.